Hello everyone, I am Anuj Nakade and you're watching Livelaw. Today, on the 7th of August, the Supreme Court has dismissed the plea by Senthil Balaji and his wife, challenging the Enforcement Directorate's custody of the Tamil Nadu minister, Senthil Balaji. As you may remember, in June of this year, Mr. Balaji was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the money laundering allegations in the Cash for Jobs scam. As our regular viewers might remember, Mr. Senthil Balaji, the Electricity Minister and the Prohibition and Excise Minister of Tamil Nadu with the present Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam or the DMK regime, was implicated in a corruption scandal. It was alleged that during his tenure as the Transport Minister under the All Indian Anna Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam or the AIA-DMK administration in the state, a cash for jobs scam occurred in 2014 with him being complicit. Persons were promised jobs in the Metropolitan Transport Corporation owned by the state of Tamil Nadu in exchange for bribes, and it was alleged that bribes collected from persons exchanged hands in the presence of Mr. Balaji while he was the minister. However, no jobs were given to the persons giving the money. So, an investigation was launched against Mr. Balaji in 2018 under several sections of the Indian Penal Code for cheating and criminal intimidation along with Prevention of Corruption Act. Soon after, the Enforcement Directorate launched an investigation in a money laundering case in relation to the Cash for Jobs scam against Mr. Balaji. The Madras High Court in November last year had ordered a fresh inquiry into the scam, observing that there were irregularities in the investigation. The court had also dismissed a discharge petition by the minister, noting that there was enough material for framing of charges and that the case impacts the society. The Supreme Court, however, set aside the High Court's order and also set aside a direction of the High Court staying the ED proceedings. The court also told the Directorate to go ahead with the investigation and include the offences under the Prevention of Corruption Act in their investigation. We did a video explaining the full scam and the previous development that happened on May 16, 2023 in this case. If you'd like to know more about the Cash for Jobs scam, we will leave a link down in the description to our previous video for your reference. The minister was then arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in June of this year and was then immediately taken to a hospital for health concerns. Senthil Balaji's wife, Meghala, had filed a habeas corpus petition against his arrest by the Enforcement Directorate on June 14th in the Madras High Court. The Enforcement Directorate had argued in the High Court that a habeas corpus petition is not maintainable under these circumstances, and the petitioners, while insisting that the habeas corpus petition is maintainable, had challenged the validity of the ED's right to take Mr. V. Balaji into police custody. It was also argued by the petitioners that the High Court had violated Section 167 of the Code of Criminal Procedure since it authorized police to remand for a period of 7 days after the expiry of the first 15 days period of remand. The petitioners had relied on a Supreme Court case named CBI versus Anupam J. Kulkarni while making this contention in the High Court. In turn, the Enforcement Directorate had argued that since Mr. Balaji was hospitalized moments after his arrest, the period of hospitalization must be excluded to calculate the first 15 days of initial remand. The Madras High Court first delivered a split verdict in the case, and a bench of Chief Justice of the Madras High Court then ruled that the Enforcement Directorate has the right to seek custody of a person arrested. The court also stated that the period of hospitalization of Mr. Senthil Balaji must be excluded while calculating the period of initial remand. The court also held that the habeas corpus petition by Mr. Balaji's wife is not maintainable. A plea was then filed by Senthil Balaji and his wife in the Supreme Court challenging this order of the Madras High Court. And a bench of Justice A.S. Bopanna and Justice M.M. Sundaresh has dismissed the petition today. The bench has held that the words such custody in Section 167(2) of the Code of Criminal Procedure include police custody and agreed with the Madras High Court stating that the writ of habeas corpus was not maintainable against an order of remand. It is worth noting that this bench has also referred the judgment in CBI versus Anupam Kulkarni to a larger bench for reconsideration. Mr. Senthil Balaji's counsel had relied on this judgment where the Supreme Court had held that under Section 167 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, there cannot be any detention in police custody after the expiry of the first 15 days, even in cases where more offences, either serious or otherwise, committed by an accused in the same transaction come to the light at a later stage. The court allowed the Directorate of Enforcement to have Balaji's custody till August 12th in connection with the Cash for Jobs scam. Our team has extensively covered the previous proceedings and arguments in this case. To know more about the case, you can always watch our previous videos or visit our website at www.livelaw.in. If you found the video informative, please leave a like and tell us in the comments how we can shape our content to bring you your legal news in more engaging ways. If you'd like to support the work we do on YouTube, please consider becoming a member of our channel for only ₹89 per month. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. Thank you.